Good morning, Eagles. Please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Thurston. On today's edition of the Eagle Report, we have our final THTV Senior Spotlight with a unique story. Question of the Week returns with a feature on next year's senior class. All this and more in today's edition of the Eagle Report. Welcome to another episode of the Eagle Report. I'm Layla, and here's today's news. Last Friday was senior prom. We would like to congratulate Miriam Sala and Matthew Bishop for winning Prom King and Queen. The THTV Senior Spotlight concludes today with a feature on a student that found their way into video productions by way of pestering Mr. W for a snack every day. Today's THTV feature is on Kenny Black.
Dubs was like, he told me to take this class, and I was like, okay, I guess I will. You know, what's the harm? Why'd I join THTV?
Kenny's story on how she got into video productions is an interesting and funny one.
I kept coming in while I was like on my way to like Mr. Anderson's class or something. I don't even know why I was over here, but I kept coming in here because I saw that he had peanut butter crackers and I wanted them.
And some days I would eat them, some days I wouldn't. And they would just sit on my desk.
And then he also had coffee creamer. And I also wanted that because, you know, what if I get a little bit parched during my time at school? Coffee creamer is the way to go.
It occurred to me that, hey, this is a student that is not shy and that's something to be valued. And so I asked Kenny, you know, you're in this room often, why don't you just take one of my classes?
I didn't really know what I was getting into. All I knew is that people were leaving class and like, you know, recording things. And I was like, okay, that's chill. But that's all I really knew about it.
So to start off the year, I think Kenny was very overwhelmed. I don't think she had any idea what she had signed up for.
And when I got here, I found out that I needed to like edit and record, and I had like no prior experience with that. So I was like really confused.
So after a while, once Kenny got her bearings, she started to produce several pieces. In fact, I remember there was one along with Aspen that she had some anxiety about applying for college. And so I said, if you're having some anxiety about this, you should produce a piece about it. Not only will you learn about it, but I guarantee you there's other students out there that feel exactly the same way that you do.
But like, that was like my first video that I made. And I was like, I think it was pretty good. Like I had screen recordings in there and everything, the whole shebang. Like no one's ever seen that before, you know?
I think she surprised herself on how well she did.
Okay, this editing stuff is really fun. And when I found out that I could be an anchor, oh my gosh, that was amazing, right?
Something that we absolutely needed was someone that was not camera shy. And as you've heard before, she is, along with Ariana, were the first anchors to go live.
It was amazing. The easy part, my favorite part, was the talking part.
But just having her enthusiasm in this class, which was first hour, which as we all know, first hour is a tough one to navigate and to get through. Kenny brought a lot of energy for us, and I don't think people realize how valuable that was for our show.
I don't know, like it's just like, I'm chilling. Like, it's just like really fun. And I like that I'm part of this group, like of the first ever live edition people. Like, that's really cool. And I'm like excited for this class to continue going on. And so for more people to like experience what it's like to be like on TV.
Class office voting has begun. This year's junior class president, Nick Hopkins, is back on the campaign trail looking for your vote for senior class president. We sat down with Nick to get the scoop on what he hopes to do as senior class president.
I feel like what makes me the best candidate is that the fact that I kind of execute ideas that are given to me. I don't just like let them sit and just like gain dust or whatever. I execute them so that multiple students can benefit from them as soon as possible. And I feel like I take the thoughts from other students and combine them together to make them more compatible with all students altogether. I feel like to make projects impactful is to really get them known. So I feel like what I did before for the e-box is I went on THTV and I presented it. It was also posted on Instagram, and I just said it to everyone. Make sure you put that in the e-box. Make sure you put that in the e-box. So I feel like with my future projects and my future plans when I become student, or if I become senior student president, it's to just really get them out there, tell everyone, and let everyone know that these are available, and they're for you. Vote Nick, senior student president.
Student council voting has begun. Please check your email to find the voting form and cast your ballot. Winners will be announced Monday, June 2nd. Good luck. Seniors leaving last week hit us all hard, but that just means it's the juniors' time to step up into the spotlight. To see what the juniors are looking forward to next year, we have another edition of Question of the Week.
All the different things I might do next year. Like, we're gonna have a boys volleyball team probably, and I kind of want to try it.
Well, I'm looking into getting into prom and finally getting rid of school.
My senior year, I'm looking forward to graduating, going to prom, and finally leaving.
What I'm looking forward to is probably prom and the senior skip days.
It's time for sports. Yesterday, baseball was home for another matchup against Ypsilanti High School, but were defeated 18-8. They'll be off until this Friday as they begin their district matchup against a tough Franklin High School squad. First pitch is at 2 p.m. Softball travels to Martin Luther King High School and lost by a score of 20-5. They'll be back on the diamond today for senior night against Redford Union. This matchup will start at 4 p.m. Congratulations to the Thurston girls track and field team as they are back-to-back Western Wayne Athlete Conference Championship. The girls track and field team were undefeated in the league competition and won their second conference championship in a row. The Redford Cup is passed from sport to sport between the Thurston Eagles and the Redford Union Panthers. To get a glimpse of the rivalry between the two schools, here's James and myself with the report.
All right, the Thurston RU rivalry, it's been going on for 60 years. Started with football. The current record is 27, 29, and 4, and RU's up.
I know from my 9th grade and 10th grade year, the rivalry was very intense for me because I didn't really know who Thurston as like a group. I just knew them as a school from the south side.
Ever since I was a freshman, you know, with the football games, like we've been like losing a lot, but then like now that I'm a junior, like it's starting to turn around now a little bit. And like with the basketball games and stuff like that, when we were here, we won. We couldn't get the trophy apparently. But when we were there, we got the trophy on their turn. So I feel like we're kind of better.
And, you know, they can't mess with us in basketball either, you feel me? Went 2-0 against them this year. So happen again too. And football season, got something for them.
I feel like Thurston, I associate with them, I'd say, mostly. But at the end of the day, in my opinion, RU is much better.
Every time we go up against them against wrestling, you know, it's been a close match.
It's what you make it, and if you want to make it where we're better, then it's going to be the students of Thurston, staff of Thurston, and we do everything we can to be the best we can be. So continue to do what we got to do. Go Eagles.
It's birthday time. Happy birthday to Adriana Carmichael, Michael Harris, Trayshawn Luke, Jaslyn Stanford, and THTV's very own Gregory Nobles. Happy birthday. That's it for today's edition of the Eagle Report. Have a great week, Thurston, and don't forget to soar.